Pertussis, or also known as whooping cough, is a respiratory disease that is caused by the bacteria Bordetella pertussis. This bacteria is only found to affect human hosts. Pertussis has a large impact on infants due to their inability to get vaccinated within the first 2 months of their lives. But this bacteria can also impact adolescents and adults of all ages. This disease is spread from host to host through airborne transmission. Once someone is infected, the disease undergoes 3 stages, lasting up to 12 weeks. The first stage is called the catarrhal stage. It is considered the first 1 to 2 weeks after infection. Symptoms that correspond with this time include mild coughing, a runny nose, and a slight fever. This stage is the most contagious due to Bordetella pertussis replicating in the respiratory system at this time. The second stage is called the proximal stage. It can last up to 6 weeks. Symptoms include violent coughing fits and shortness of breath. This stage is also where the description of whooping comes from. When a host is experiencing a coughing fit, when they try to breathe air back in, it creates a whoop sound due to the inflammation and mucus in the trachea. This stage has fewer B. pertussis cells, and the symptoms are normally due to the destruction of the immune system. Lastly, the third stage is called the recovery stage. Many symptoms have subsided at this point. Coughing has lessened, and the immune system is in the process of recovering. This stage lasts about 3 weeks. When B. pertussis enters the host through airborne exposure, it will remain in the respiratory system, mainly in the trachea. The bacteria attaches itself with filamentous hemagglutinin to the cilia of the outer cells of the trachea. The bacteria then releases 2 toxins into the system: pertussis toxin and adenylate cyclase toxin. These protein toxins kill the cilia and surrounding cells, causing a large buildup of mucus. The usual alert chemical signal released from the barrier cells that is sent to the dendritic and macrophages cannot happen if these cells have died. This prevents phagocytosis from occurring. Also, if dendritic cells are unable to uptake the pathogen, it cannot present the antigen to the lymph node. This prevents T helper cells from becoming activated, inhibiting B cells from making antibodies. This domino effect causes decreased innate and adaptive immune response in the body, causing a longer recovery period. Treatments for whooping cough are normally antibiotics. Antibiotics are only effective in the catarrhal stage because this is when the bacteria is still alive in the respiratory system. Vaccinations for pertussis are very effective. There are 2 types, DTaP and Tdap. Both vaccines are considered acellular, meaning they use purified antigens from the pathogen. DTaP is the initial vaccination for infants and young adults. This dose is normally higher amounts of pertussis. Then there is Tdap, a booster shot for older children and adults. These vaccines are not long-lasting, so about every 10 years, individuals should get a Tdap to keep up with immunization against B. pertussis.